Better hurry, spark it up with no worries. Harmonious gang with the big bro Yuriy hyphy. Get lit just like me, big bossed up, chop it up with Rylee. You better come with it to kick rocks, cause you now tuned in to 10 Talks. Now let's get lifted and take a shot. You are now tuned in to 10 Talks.
Yo.
Yo.
What's up, guys? I think that was the smoothest intro I've ever been able to accomplish.
Because you shushed me.
Yeah, I had to. Rylee was trying to say something, and I was like, shh. Because I was like, dude, it takes hella focus. I have to press a series of, and this is with all the shortcuts programmed. Like, I have to press a series of buttons at the same time, or at certain times, and boom.
You gotta hit the cheat code.
We have a smooth intro. But hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of 10 Talks. We're on
119, baby.
Is that right?
I think so. Yeah.
That has to be right? I don't know. That's crazy. 119 already. That it feels like at this point we've been going for so long. We're like an We're like an old pod.
We started at the old place, which is like almost 3 years ago.
I know, we've been going longer than 2 years at this point with this
Mm-hmm.
podcast. Dang, that's insane. But
dedication right there.
Yo, huge shout out to everyone who's in the chat right now, who's watching us live and will watch us in the future. I've been doing a terrible job of uploading the MP3s. I'm gonna do that tonight for sure. I keep saying that I'm gonna do it tonight, but I keep I just have all this shit that I want to do, and I always, every time I sit down to edit or work, I'm like, fuck, what do I want to do? What's most important? And then it's usually just at this point trying to get new clips up every day and get thumbnails made, cut the new clips.
You have been killing
stuff.
it, so you need to just like.
Yeah, but there's still like.
There is still hella stuff to do, but
So
you
much
gotta
work
be
to
like.
do.
I've been doing that shit.
Oh, I am happy, and I am juiced, and I definitely feel like it's gonna be worth it in the long run for sure, because it's gonna benefit like the clips, especially on the BBE channel. I get hella views, and I'm sure after like a month of compiling all of them, it's gonna be way better. Or like, I don't know, it's gonna be like just a bunch of views. But anyways, also I've known that this program or this filter exists for OBS, but I'm not a big audio guy. Audio shit's very complicated. It's much more complicated than video shit, in my opinion. I think a lot of people can agree with me there, but I've never taken the chance or the time to learn how the audio stuff works on OBS, really. I just know how to plug the mics in and click record type shit. But I've known that there's like a limiter thing, because a lot of people have been complaining recently that like Rylee's mic is too loud, but Rylee usually talks super quiet, and sometimes you'll talk hella loud. So I'll make your mic like pretty loud already, just so that like, because you're usually talking pretty quiet, but then whenever you like get loud, it's like too loud because I have it like adjusted there. So there's a thing called a limiter, and we're testing it out today. So hopefully it sounds way better.
Yeah.
For the both of us.
I've been telling you, I've been noticing it in my headphones where I'm like, this sounds pretty crazy.
Does it sound good now?
Yeah, it sounds better. Okay. I think.
Does it feel warm in here?
Slightly. Did you close the window?
No, I did close the window, but I kind of want to turn the AC on.
I'll do it.
You'll do it? No, I can do it. Oh my god. I wanted you to chill here while I go turn the AC on. All right. Either way, yo, once again, huge shout out to everyone that's watching us, and yo, let us know in the comment section you can't leave a comment while we're live, but later on in the comment section, let us know who's been watching since episode 1, because that'd be really interesting to know. We've gone through so much shit in the past over 2 years at this point. Did you adjust the temperature down? Sugar plum. Thanks. Okay. No peaking. Yes. Hopefully we won't be peaking. Hopefully it sounds way better. Either way, number one, let's take a cheers skis, a little glass of water, a little mini tiny adorable glass of water for our song cue.
Our song.
It's time to get lit and take a shot. You're now
water.
tuned in
Of ginger
to 10 Talks. Ginger water. All right, cheers. Let's go. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to the Harmonious gang. Shout out to the 10 Talks gang. Shout out to the Rylee gang. To the Yuriy gang. To the Yang gang. I don't know how many of those people are left at this point, but
I remember when we first got together and you had that sticker on your car. My uncle was like, Yang gang. Uncle John. He was like, that's fire.
That is super funny too, because when I got this LiveU from No Jumper, I was trying to set it up, and when I was like setting it up, you have to log into a website where you have to go live there and then on YouTube, And then when I was trying to set it up, it told me the last stream that was streamed on that thing, and it was the Yang Gang rally. And I was like, damn, I was like, this thing, that shows how old this thing is, like how long it has been used. But speaking of the LiveU, guys, that is literally, I haven't really spoken this too much, so I'll just say it now, but that is going to be my goal for the next, let's say 4 or 5 months, because it's pretty expensive. But for the next 4 or 5 months, I'm going to be making like a little tiny fucking savings bowl of some sort where I just throw in change and dollars.
A piggy bank?
Yeah, piggy bank.
A savings bowl?
I couldn't think of the word piggy bank. But anyways, I will make a piggy bank for the LiveU Pro, because I've said this before, and I don't think I said it in Ton Talks, but after I watched Ice Poseidon's India stream, and like when he went to the Himalayas and shit, and after I saw like the places he was able to stream and still have a really good quality stream, I was like, I really then and there I saw the benefit of getting the LiveU Pro, which is, it's like I think it's like $2,500 or some shit like that. Yeah, well, the LiveU that I have is like 1,000. That one's like 2,500.
So then you would have to buy a whole new thing.
I would have to buy a whole new thing, and also modems. Oh no, it's 2,500 including the modem. So I think it's like 2,000 for the thing, and then another 500 for the modem. So 2,500 for the whole new set. But dude, you can have like literally like barely any internet service. You could be connected to a mobile Wi-Fi basically, and then still stream in like crisp 1080p. I was like, bro, that's worth it. That's really cool. Because almost anywhere you can have mediocre service. I rely on having great service everywhere I go, which like is a pain in the ass at a certain point. But either way, yeah, I'm excited for that, because once I get that thing, that's gonna unlock a whole different level where like I could basically be anywhere all the time. I don't know. Then
anywhere.
Then we could really do a camping stream.
Yes. Allie and Tuck would be so happy.
Would you be down to sleep in a tent in the wild, like outside?
Yeah.
Have you done it before? I don't want to be
on the camera though.
It would be on stream.
No. Why do we have to sleep on the stream?
Because that's the whole purpose of a camping stream, is to
well,
film
what
the
if
home
you
experience.
and Toke sleep together?
Okay, that would be cool. But then you and Allie would be vulnerable together in a tent of your own.
That is true.
Have you ever done that before though? Like
yes.
Slept in a tent outside in a camping place?
Yes.
I've done it before, and I have to say, like, it is scary. As a kid, especially,
it's not scary.
I was like, bro, like, especially when there's no lights, there's no street lights or anything like that. Everyone's using fucking flashlights, and during nighttime, you're like, bro, like, some Jeffrey Dahmer dude or Patrick from Hollywood Boulevard can come here and stab you to death. When
I was in leadership in high school, we would do overnight retreats, like for a weekend over summer, like right before we got to right before we started school, and it was like supposed to be like a team bonding experiment, but we like I think we slept for like one night in Santa Cruz or whatever, but we do like different games and shit, and then we camp. Oh, so that's how you camp? But that seems pretty safe when you're like when you're with hella people. Escorted by like the school, and you have hella people with you. But I've also camped like with my family. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So. With the family, it's like a smaller group vibe. Yeah. And it's weird. How long did you camp for? Like 3 days, maybe. Did you shower there? I don't remember. You didn't. Because no one showers at the campsites. I think we might have had showers. No. I think we might have had showers. Well, it must have been a bougie campsite. Glamping. Glamping. No, I'm joking. It was definitely in a tent. But yo, guys, I feel like the first thing we should speak on here is we've been getting a lot of flack for our barbecue stream the other day. So basically, I don't even know. So basically, yeah, I just could read the chat when we were streaming, so I don't even know what people were saying post. It was my niece's birthday, and we decided to like have her actual birthday party yesterday on Saturday, and on Friday my mom was like, hey, because we don't have a grill or anything like that, my mom was like, she wanted to do it like make a gift for us, and she was like, hey guys, we need it for the party, but then also you guys could just like have it afterwards, so you guys could like have a grill to use. She's like, I'm gonna get you guys a grill so that we can do the fucking barbecue for her birthday. And I was like, okay, fire. Huge thank you. And then I picked up the grill and I went on stream to set the whole thing up. I was able to set the whole thing with just a flathead screwdriver, even though I needed a Phillips. But either way, afterwards,
people in the chat were saying like I was already so tired. We both came in right here. We are like literally about to go to sleep, and then the chat was saying like, bro, you didn't do all that work just to not cook on it, so you better just cook something on it. Rylee didn't want anything off it because we still had chicken Madeira left from Reconnected.
I was waiting for my chicken Madeira.
And I was like, fuck it, like chat's right, like I'd put in all that work, let me at least cook one hot dog. So I went to cook one hot dog, and this is where we're getting a lot of shit. People are saying like we're cooking with trash and there was plastic in there and stuff like that. And
guys, I actually, when I was cutting the cardboard out, I was purposely not picking the pieces with tape. Like I was cutting around the tape so I wouldn't get fucking plastic in there. But I did make the mistake of using that
paper that you gave me.
Yeah, but I just thought, I didn't think it was all bad. I thought it would have been fine.
That was the only little mix of,
but it
like,
wasn't laminated like crazy, but it definitely was probably toxic.
Yeah, for sure was. But also, guys, like maybe this is like some Russian shit or whatever it is, but like my whole life I've eaten barbecue a million times. Russian people love to barbecue, and I've eaten barbecue with my parents like 100 times, like more than, like, bro, I'm way more than 100 times. But either way, I've seen it done many different ways of starting a charcoal barbecue, right? I've seen the old lighter fluid, I've seen the old quick start, and then also I've seen the method that I tried, which is like you put in a bunch of trash in there, or like not trash, but like paper and like cardboard and like, you know, pieces of like shit that will actually burn, and it's not plastic.
When I hear
obviously.
Trash, I think like a fish head, an aluminum can.
Aluminum can's not gonna burn. You put like
That's
cardboard
what I'm saying,
and shit in there.
so I don't like the word trash.
And it is technically trash though, but it's just cardboard.
It's paper product.
Oh, and honestly, we're that's better for the environment. That cardboard's gonna fucking rot in the field somewhere, or we're gonna use it to cook a hot dog. You know, so I feel like it's like way more beneficial for the environment. But either way, that's what we did. And some people, I feel like they just don't understand. That's one of the methods. That's one of the go-to methods. But I fucked up. My mistake was I should have mixed in the cardboard and put cooking oil on it as well. But I should have mixed in the cardboard more with the charcoal, where we just kept placing things on top, and it was like burning too quickly, and it wasn't getting the charcoal started. But either way, I think we have it down. We should do a barbecue stream to prove our...
Tonight?
Not tonight, but to prove our growth as barbecuers.
I agree.
And also, just on the same subject, Rylee threw one of the best birthday parties I've ever seen for a kid's birthday. I swear.
Ever.
I feel like that whole thing of having color orientation and like, you know, a themed party and all that stuff is like, I feel like, I'm not sure if it's like an American thing or whatever it is, but like growing up, for like me, like that was never a thing. You know what I mean? Like it would be like you get a cake, a delicious cake, but the cake is not color themed to the whole rest of the party. It's just a cake. You guys get food, right? Food is good, but the food is not served on specific plates that's color coordinated with the rest of the. You know what I mean? Like everything just like it's fun and it's just as like equivalently great, but it doesn't have that like extra touch of like I don't know, like artistic craft or whatever it is, right? And I have to say, Rylee went crazy for my niece's birthday, and I have to give a huge thank you to you. And also my niece, apparently we got a text from my sister this morning. My niece is like, she's like she said that my niece has been like talking about it all day. She's like, she keeps talking about how great the party was and shit, so I'm glad.
I love them. So the fact that they were able to spend like a lot of time out here during the summer, and she was gonna be here for her birthday, I was like, we have to do something here, like, because we have the space, and I know it's gonna be hot, so like we have the, you know, we just have the space, so
exactly.
I was just like, we have to do something, and of course I can't help it.
And Rylee didn't have to like go crazy and spend a ton of money, but it was more of just like finding the products of like what you want specifically. And like also you said by chance like you found like popcorn bags that went along with
the colors,
the color theme of everything. And then towards the end, like once Rylee had everything ready, she made like a balloon ring, and it was just like everything looked hella nice. And I'm sure you know, my niece and everyone else was hella stoked. But that's what we did yesterday. Shout out
to my leadership class too. Like I had to like go back to my high school memories to like remember how to do like balloon arches and how to tie them together. When I was tying them, Yuri's like, you're so dumb. Like, he didn't say you're so dumb, but he was like, that is not gonna work. Like, that is like ridiculous. I was like, no, like, this is how you do it. Like, I'm pretty sure I remember doing it like this.
What the fuck?
Oh god.
And that's the thing about like skill and like craftsmanship. Even though it's like balloon, you made like a balloon arch. That's still in itself craftsmanship, and that's the thing that like I'm always interested in is like, to the normal mind, you're like, oh, obviously I gotta add it like this. That's what makes sense. Because what I was gonna do is take these
tape them.
No, not tape. I was gonna take these the balloons came. The balloon set came with this like little rope,
ring.
Not rope, a ring, but it was like a rope or like a strand of. It was like something that was meant to tie balloons to shit, basically, right? So it was like the like a balloon tie, like the little string that you hold on to. It was like a string, basically. And so I was thinking like, oh, the string is to tie the balloons to the fucking whatchamacallit. And I was trying to do it, and it was, my fingers are just so sausagey and like stubby that it was like, I was like, bro, this is gonna be a fucking pain in the ass. I can't do this. And I was like, usually whenever Rylee and I have like a little task at hand, I always try to like at least help as much as possible or like figure it out.
You're getting overly stressed.
And like I like puzzles and I like figuring stuff out. Like I love working with my hands and doing stuff like that. But with that a balloon thing, I was like, bro, after like 5 minutes, I was like, babe, you gotta take over. I was like, I don't know how the fuck to do this. I'm not even gonna try. Because to accomplish what you did,
no, I'm gonna get better.
I knew for sure it would have taken me like 2 hours. To accomplish that same task, it would have taken me 2 hours.
I did that shit in like 10 minutes.
And I saw it coming, where I was like, I'm not even going to touch it because I'm going to waste so much time. I like, my time's better used doing other shit. But either way,
facts. I was like, just go. It's fine. I got it. As soon as I could see it, like, as soon as I realized I could tie it myself, I was like, all right, it's good. I don't need your help.
Because you thought I could help you like tie it, but no, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But we got to eat my favorite barbecue, or like my favorite barbecues, carne asada, and also lulia. It's called lulia kebab, and apparently it's an Armenian thing, but I grew up with it like in my Russian culture. But
delicious.
It's super so good. Lulia kebab and carne asada, and I didn't realize, bro, lulia is super good. Like I said, it's my favorite Russian barbecue. It's actually my favorite barbecue of all. I think I like it more than carne asada, to be honest. But I didn't realize how affordable it was. Like per pound, it's like, I forgot how much. Like my mom said it was like $3 or something like that. Maybe even
said 7.
Maybe 7. But it was much less cheaper than carne asada. I had no idea how expensive carne asada was. You said it was like $70 or $50.
It was like 55 for 4 pounds.
55 for 4 pounds. I was like, bro, that's kind of, I don't know. Maybe it's like what, $10?
I don't think it was
pound?
that bad.
It was much more expensive than the lulia. For
yeah,
sure.
but it's steak and it was marinated.
So is the lulia. It's like seasoned with hella shit. They have to
that
mince it. I don't know. I was just surprised by the price difference. I was like, damn, carne asada is fucking expensive. It's fire.
It is the minced meat though. That is it's cheaper,
I feel
to make that.
Yeah, because you could throw in anything in there, really.
Exactly.
But dude,
it's delicious.
There's like a couple foods in my life that I feel like I could eat every day and not get sick of. And lulia and carne asada, just cooked on the grill like that, I could eat that every day. I'm sure. Bomb. I'm sure it's not like. I bet you it's not even that like unhealthy. Like I bet you that's probably health. If my option was to eat my normal diet of McDonald's mixed with home cooking and blah blah whatever it is, or just
normal diet.
or just carne asada every day, I feel like that would be way healthier, right?
McDonald's and ramen noodles.
Exactly. I'm eating ramen noodles, McDonald's, home cooking brought to you by Rylee. And then other White Castle sandwiches, all that shit. But what if I just ate carne asada?
Yeah, it's way better for you.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think that would be more expensive, though?
You need some vegetables. Probably not.
You think it would be, like, not more expensive?
No.
You think it would be cheaper?
I think meals yeah, think about a meal at McDonald's. Like, your meal at McDonald's is, like, $10.
More.
A pound of
like 13.
Carne asada is, like, $10.
Just eat a pound of carne asada anytime I get a little hungry. I think it'll get annoying after a certain point.
That's why you go for chicken too. Yeah.
But yeah, basically that was our Saturday. But speaking of doing things for a month, guys, this is it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like a tricky thing where I've been talking about doing this for a while, right? I've been talking about how I want to do $1 a minute, and it's gonna happen very soon. I want to do $1 a minute, but with a month-long cap. And the reason why I keep talking about this, and the reason why it's like it's been in the back of my head for so long, is because we did $1 a minute a long time ago, and it went for 5 days. And that's the stream that happened with the whole Chuck incident. And I know it was that was the that was 72-hour stream. But we did a stream where I think it was like mostly me because Rylee sleeping in the other room. But I did a 5-day stream, 120 hours. And I had to, and it was $1 a minute, and it could have gone longer, but I had to end it because at that point I was doing Disconnected and like with No Jumper schedule at the time, with how many people were coming in, all that stuff, and I was just like, and I didn't have the equipment I had now, where I was like, it's unrealistic for me just to go there and stream the podcast and come back. And I was like, whatever, I'm going to end the stream before Disconnected starts. So that's why my last $1 a minute, it was a while ago at this point, ended at 5 days. And it could have gone longer. And that's always been kind of bugging me, where I've always thought, like, I wish I could have just ended it off, like, officially, when the timer fucking goes out, basically. Because every time I've done a stream, I've always wanted to see it all the way through, and if it doesn't work out, we always end up doing it again. So this is kind of one of those things. And at this point, with both of our schedules, it's like it just or like my schedule especially, it just makes sense where I can just do it, right? But here's the issue, and that's not an issue, it's just a thing that I gotta, it's like, it's a hard thing, where the reason why I haven't been able to do it yet is not, number one, the hardware thing, where I have the LiveU now, but I could have still used my phone before, but there's always something going on. There's always like, I gotta do this in a week or two. I gotta, it's someone's birthday. It's this happening. We gotta travel. This is happening. Someone else's birthday. It's like, there's always some shit happening where, I'm always just like, I can't commit to a month, you know what I mean? Like, as a month cap, because there's always something happening. But at this point, I thought I would be good. So that's why I was like, I'm going to do this shit. But I didn't realize that, all my nieces are going to be in town for the next month. And I would love to spend, all the time they have out here, with them. But I've kind of made the decision that I think this Thursday, I was going to start it on Monday. But, because my nieces are, like, one of my nieces is just coming in town tomorrow, so I want to, like, be able to at least hang out with her for a day or two before I commit to this month-long stream, potentially. It's, who knows how long it could go, you know what I mean? So that's why, like, I just want to prepare in advance. But, I've decided that I think on Thursday, I'm going to start this $1 a minute with a month-long, with 30-day cap. By month, I mean 30 days. And I'm going to have, like, all the rules written down so we all know ahead of time, but it's going to be $1 a minute the whole time. I'm not going to make any adjustments to that. I will have to go to sleep. You know what I mean? Obviously, I can't stay awake the whole time. I can't sleep for 2-3 hours every day. I have to have some sort of normal schedule or else I'm going to die. And then it's going to go for 30 days max. Like, at the 30-day mark, that's where we cap it. So I think at this point, I've been planning on starting it this Thursday.
That's crazy.
I think Thursday at noon.
Are you nervous?
I'm definitely nervous because of multiple things. Number one is, like, we're not gonna have any intimate time for who knows how long. What are you gonna do?
Really?
What am I gonna do?
You don't think about that shit.
Well, I saw some people saying that we should do, like, some sort of, like Luffy takes over the stream for 20-30 minutes.
Ew.
I winked at Rylee. She said, ew. Oh, you're an asshole. I'm just like, yo, Beans.
Because you said 20-30.
An hour?
Hour?
You're right. I need 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Really?
Hour? What the
wow. You saying I need 2 minutes? That's fucked up. You have a big old crust in the side of your thing.
Thanks.
Wait, what do you mean thanks? Like, I'm roasting you. It's natural. I'm helping you.
Okay.
But either way, how do you feel about this? Because, like,
I already told you how I feel about it.
Because, like, with me, I'm going to have to sleep on stream, right? But Rylee, she refuses to sleep on stream with me anymore because obviously it's a lot to ask for. It's weird. She farts at night, so she's embarrassed by it and other things. So it's like she doesn't want to sleep on stream with me anymore. So we're just going to be sleeping in separate rooms. That's going to be so weird and awkward.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's sad? Really? Oh my god, okay. There's a couple things I'm worried about, to be honest. There's only a couple things that happen to me that where I feel like I could not mentally be there for a stream right now, and one of them for sure is having an upset stomach, like diarrhea. If I'm in the thing of like my stomach hurts and I'm having to like make multiple trips to the bathroom to like poop, I can't imagine fucking being on stream. Like I'd be like suffering. I'd be like, bro, this is terrible. Like I had literally my ass is bleeding type shit, and my like I have to fucking still be on stream. Like that's the like one terrible thing. The other thing is maybe getting sick, but I don't think that would happen. Maybe like getting the flu or some shit. What else? I think that's about it. Those are the two things I'm worried about. Yeah, there's having like diarrhea on stream and also having the flu.
I think you'll be fine.
Those are the two things that
you might have diarrhea.
Actually, the one last thing. Third one is being dizzy drunk. Imagine, bro, if I get dizzy, like fucking like so fucked up I'm throwing up during a stream where I still have 5 hours on the clock, like that is death right there. At that point, babe, I'm pulling a Lush in the back of the car seat covered in shit, talking to his girlfriend in the front. Like you gotta go take over the stream. Like there's no other option. You have to take over the stream, and I'm gonna go to sleep for the next 9 hours until I sober up.
9 hours.
Yes, that's the only option.
You could go to sleep in your bed on stream.
What, fucked up?
Yeah. Knocked out.
That's messed up. But either way, that's the whole plan. And like I said, guys, I think it's gonna start on Thursday. The reason I'm starting it on Thursday is because Friday is the 9th, and next month on the 9th is actually my mom's birthday. So I wouldn't want to, just in case this thing does go for a month, I wouldn't want to miss my mom's birthday for this. Also, I need time in the middle of the week to hang out with my niece before I start dedicate myself to this long ass stream. So that's why I think it's gonna start on Thursday, and also gives me time to like promote it a little bit more, make thumbnails. Like make a thumbnail. Actually, no, I would need multiple thumbnails. Actually, bro, huge shout out to Ice. He did a genius thing where when he was doing his Dollarman in Japan and also in India, he had a new thumbnail every stream. That was really cool. Someone's fucking there. Bruh, what is up with you? All right, pour a half.
We get it.
What do you mean we get it? Okay.
Shout out to Ice.
Bruh, Ice. I'm not talking like that. I don't have a lisp. I'm not gurgling on spit. Yo, let me just give also an announcement, guys. Usually Rylee and I, we open up our 10 Talks PO box PO box boxes. Whatever we get in the PO box, we open it on 10 Talks every Sunday. The packages. But please, babe.
Yuri's big is up.
Please, can you recite what the fuck happened at the PO box? Because some people, and also I've talked about it before, and you said like, oh, I'm being a little bit extra or crazy. But no, guys, the fucking lady that works at this PO box, I swear to God, people can say whatever they want and they can be like, you're an asshole, you're picking on people. No. I'm not gonna go there to instigate. I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna fucking secretly record my normal everyday interaction with this lady.
Gonna find it.
She's insane, dude. Every time, guys, let me just the whole reason I'm bringing this up is we don't have any PO box openings today. I think that whoever has sent us PO box packages, they have been sent back by this lady because she's demonic. And I'm for sure this week going to be switching the P.O. box to a new P.O. box address because this place is fucking insane. But before Rylee gives her take, guys, it's happened multiple times where I go to this lady. I'm like, I always check the P.O. box. I get the key or whatever else is in there. I'm like, I check my stuff, get the packages. But it's happened a couple times where just by chance, for no reason, I go up to the lady. I'm like, hey, do you have any other packages in the back for my P.O. box? And it's happened a couple times where she's like, yes, here's this box right here. We haven't had a chance to register it yet, but here it is. This one's meant for you. And I've been like, cool. Good thing I checked. So I've kind of made it a routine to do that every time, and it's become worse and worse. And like every time I go in there, I'm like, hey, like I'm nervous now when I ask. I'm like, hey, is there any more packages in the back? And she's always doing this thing where she's like, oh, I got 3 packages for you, but it said 10 Talks on it, so I had to send it back. And I've already had this discussion with her multiple times where I'm like, listen, lady, My name is Yuriy Rylee. I have a YouTube channel called Harmonious Man.
Yuriy.
I have another YouTube channel called Yuriy. I have a podcast called 10 Talks on the Harmonious Man YouTube channel. And I do other things where people call me all types of different shit. But I was like, my main things people call me is Yuriy, Harmonious Man, and 10 Talks. I was like, those are the 3 things you got to look out for. And she basically told me, she's like, I will only accept packages under the name Yuriy, and anything else, she's like, I will send back, and you're not going to get it. Even if she had it in her hand, she's like, I'm not going to give it to you. She tried to do that before, where I took a package from my P.O. box.
Why do I feel like you were giving her hella attitude before, and that's why she was
hell no. Don't blame this on me. I had a situation where I literally went to my P.O. box. I took out packages, right, that were put in my P.O. box. I go up to the lady. I'm like, hey, is there any more packages like in the back for me? And she literally is like, oh, what do you have in your hand? I don't even hand it to her. She just fucking goes, what do you have in your hand? This one says 10 Talks. I can't even give this to you. I'm like,
no.
This was in my box. I'm like, bro, like, and you know, like, bro, with stupid shit like that, like, my temper is very thin. I'm like, bro, this was in my box. I'm like, in my head thinking, like, do I snatch it back? Like, what the fuck do I do here? But anyways, this lady always trips out, and she says that the P.O. box has to say Yuriy. It can't say 10 Talks or Harmonious Man. I've explained it to her. That's me. And she told me the only way that she can accept those packages is if I have written proof. I don't know what she means by that. If I have written proof that those are me. But, like, bro, it's so stupid. And basically, Rylee went to go check the P.O. box the other day, and what happened to you?
So I went to the box and there was nothing in it, but Yuri had told me that like 2 people said that they had sent things.
Yes.
And so I was like, oh, maybe they just like kept them to the side since we've been gone for so long and we haven't checked it. And so I go up, wait hella long to talk to her, and I was like hoping that it wasn't her. Or no, I got a different girl, and so I was like, oh yes, thank God, like I got a different girl. And so I was like, oh, I was just wondering if there is anything for this number. And she's like ear hustling and comes over and she's like, I think you guys don't have the names like written out for them. And I was like, she's like, it's always like, it's for Yuriy, right? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, and something Garcia. I was like, yeah, that's me, like that's the other name. And she's like, no, well, people keep putting Harmonious something. And I was just like, yeah. I was like, that's our YouTube channel, like Harmonious Man, or that's his YouTube channel.
Told her that already.
And she's like, you have to show us like a business document, like explaining that this is your business, or else I have to send it back. She's like, I'm just trying to save my job. And she's like, every time he comes in, he's really mad. He gets really mad.
She said that?
Yeah.
Fuck her.
She's like,
I get mad.
And I tried to tell him. She's like, I tried to tell him, but he gets really mad. He doesn't want to hear it.
Bruh. It's not, bro. For Harmonious Man, yes, perfect.
And
fine.
I said
I'll bring in documentation.
That's what I said, though. I was like, can I show you the proof of the YouTube channel right now? Like, I could show you.
No, it's unacceptable. I've tried that. I was like, can I show you on the phone? She's like, no, I need it written on paper.
She's like, he needs to be the one. I was like, but my name's on it. Like, my name's on the thing that accepts things.
He needs to be the... Dude, this lady's fucking retarded.
Don't say that word.
Hate this lady. I've never hated anyone more than this P.O. Box lady. She's like a demon on earth, dude. And I've had that same argument with her where I've said, like, not about Harmonious Man. Well, it was about Harmonious Man, but it was about 10 Talks, where she's like, I need government documentation that proves your 10 Talks. And I was like, listen, I'm sure she doesn't even watch YouTube because she's older. She's like a 60-year-old Indian lady. And I was like, listen, I have a YouTube channel where my name is Harmonious Man, and I have a podcast called 10 Talks. So there's no documentation, official documentation that I can have for you that says I'm 10 Talks. I can have papers that says I'm Harmonious Man. And she's like, I don't know, I understand, but I need government papers that says you're 10 Talks. I'm like, bro, and I just don't even know what to do. It's like, how do you keep her cool at that point?
I tried to rebuttal and ask her. I was like, you don't ever get people like who have nicknames on their packages that are like random, like little nicknames from somebody like nephew or
best sis in the world.
Yeah, my love.
Yeah, exactly. Shit like that.
And she's like, yeah, but they always write AKA. And I was just like, that is such bullshit. Every single package you get has AKA if they're writing a nickname.
So if you guys send me anything, you have to write AKA Harmonious Man. Bro, it's so... This lady, bro. It's like, and every time I walk in there, like Rylee said, like you might get the other lady sometimes. It's 2 ladies that work there. It's just like one Asian lady and this Indian lady. And sometimes, thank God, I get the Asian lady.
Yeah,
and bro,
it was the Asian lady.
and bro, and I've
She's
had
so
this.
nice.
I've had the same thing where she's so nice, she's so cool. I'm talking to her, and then boom. Demon lady comes through, and then she's just like, what's going on? What are you asking about? Your PO box? I need government paper. And then every time I'm like, bro, I'm out of here, thank you, goodbye. And I just like leave. Every time I see her, I'm just like, all right, goodbye. I don't even try to talk to her. Now I'm just like, oh, as soon as I see her, I just fucking U-turn. I'm like, bro, it's not worth it. I'm not gonna,
I want to see you guys.
I'm not gonna get anything done. Riley's never been there. Riley's never been there at the same time I've been there. Like, we always go separately. It's either Rylee goes or I go, but we've never gone inside at the same time. So Riley's never seen my interactions with her. But dude, she's insane. Either way, that was the whole PO box debacle. That's why we don't have packages today. I'm sorry, guys. If you sent us anything, you're probably gonna get it sent back.
Yes.
And refunded, I'm sure, right? Hope you don't lose money for that.
Me too.
But we're gonna be changing PO boxes officially, because I'm just like, it's annoying. At this, the reason people are probably wondering, like, oh, you've complained about it before. Why haven't you changed it already, right? Because when I complained before, it was still a thing where I was still able to go to my PO box, and there would still be multiple keys in there, or like a thing in there where like I knew how to get the packages. Now there's nothing. Now I just get people DMing me saying, hey Yuriy, like, did you still get that package? Hey Yuriy, I sent 2 packages, like, what's going on? And now it's just like I'm noticing this thing of like, she's purposely sending shit back now. Like, she's being like rude.
Oh my god.
Anyways.
She has a big personality.
Either way, what do you have written
Let's
down
just
for
say
your
this.
topics? I'm gonna grab a chaser real quick.
Why don't you get into something? Oh, okay. So, as Yuriy was saying, we were throwing this party for his niece, and I had to go shopping to get a couple different essentials. And Yuriy gave me his card to grab some groceries. And once I got back home, I realized that I did not have his credit card anymore. So I started to freak out, and I went to my car to check everywhere, like empty out the seats, pulled them forward, pulled them backwards, couldn't find it anywhere. Went back to the parking lot of the store I went to, drove the route I was driving to see if it like fell out anywhere. I went back twice to check, and I couldn't find it anywhere, and I was just like, oh my god, he's gonna kill me.
And this especially annoyed me because I've had multiple arguments with Rylee already about, like, we're going out, right? And I'm not sure if it's because I grew up in Rylee grew up in the Bay Area, which I would expect her to have the same like senses that I do, like living in a big city.
Rude.
How is that rude? It's like, but I'm just saying, like, maybe it's because I grew up in a more compact. Your area is not as population dense as my area, like
That's
LA of Hollywood. So I feel like maybe it's because I dealt with it out here. But guys, in middle school, one of the first lessons I learned is I would always have my backpack on, right? I'd be walking around, and at the end of the day, I take my backpack out, I go to my small pocket, and all my shit's missing. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I realized, like, bro, like, as you're walking around, people are unzipping your backpack, taking your shit and zipping it back closed. Like, and I remember, like, just like little things you notice of how people steal shit and how to be careful in reality in life. And we've had this argument before where Rylee, she likes to carry her credit cards just like in her pocket. And I'm like, dude, like, you're gonna lose your credit card. Like, credit cards are slippery.
No, I don't like to do that.
Sometimes
I'll
you'll
do it if it's a quick trip.
Yeah, well, there you go. If it's a quick trip, like if it's just
like in and out, like.
But still,
but it's not.
For
it
me,
was stupid.
For me, even if it's like a trip to the liquor store, I'm still taking the time to like be like, yo, where's my wallet? Boom, let me put it in there, then I'll go.
Bruh.
So because we've had this previous discussion, when Rylee came home and she was like, I lost the card, I was like, bruh, I've been told you to be careful with it. And then, anyways, I've lost my card a couple times before, like on my own accord, and it's always been a thing where I just lost it, canceled it, got a new card, everything's fine, right? With this card, Rylee lost it, but you lost it right before I was doing the barbecue stream. Right before I started the barbecue stream. So Rylee came home.
That's why he was late.
She told me the news, and I was just like, bro, what the fuck? And that's why we were late to the barbecue stream. And then we started the stream. We streamed until like midnight, and then after midnight, I ended the stream finally, and during that whole stream, I didn't have a chance to like check my bank account or see what's going on because I'm on stream. So at midnight, I finally end the stream. I check my bank account, and I see 4 weird charges. I see one for like 150, another one for 170, one for 5. They started Discovery Plus account. We don't have Discovery Plus.
That's so random.
They started Discovery Plus account for themselves, and then like another 100, like every charge was like 100 plus, and they went to a Shell and like 2 other stores, and they started Discovery Plus account. And the whole reason why I got notification and I saw those things is because I got a text saying like, hey, did you try to purchase this thing at this website? And I clicked the website, and it's a jewelry website, and they were trying to make a purchase of $1,200. But so the $1,200 purchase got declined, so they didn't get their jewelry or their watch or whatever the fuck they tried to buy. But they were able to get. They got away with like $500 off on my credit card. And luckily, you know, not luckily, but I've been with my bank for 10 years. It's so weird saying that. It's so trippy.
10 years.
I've been with my bank for 10 years now. And I've never had a situation like this. You know what I mean? Like where someone stole my card and made all these false purchases. I've only had one false purchase situation. And it was like, I don't even know where it came about. It was like after I was doing my taxes and I saw this weird purchase. I was like, what the fuck? I never spent that money there. But I just called my bank. I was like, yo, guys, my girlfriend lost my card and some dudes went to all these stores and bought all this shit. I was like, what's like, can we do something about it? And they're like, yeah, we're just going to report as fraud. And they're like, it's going to register. It's going to charge your thing. And then it's going to get refunded after. So I was like, all right, cool. But I got scammed again. First in Greece, and now in LA.
Motherfucker. That means something good's bound to happen to you now.
I got scammed twice in a month.
Yes, I know I'm dumb as fuck.
No, that's not dumb as fuck to lose a card.
Dumb.
That's not dumb to lose a card.
I'm dumb.
That's clumsy,
I'm
if anything. You're not stupid or dumb. It's just clumsy.
I can't believe they really tried to run it up with your card.
Bro, they try to run up like crazy. And you know what's fucked up is there's like a... You don't know who it could be, because honestly, we don't live in the best area, to be honest. But like in that parking lot where Rylee, I think, lost it. I
literally went to every single store there, and I was like, did anybody return a card? Thinking that somebody would just have the decency.
Nope. Ain't gonna happen out here. Either way, I was scammed for like $500, guys.
$1,200.
They try. Actually, no way. Like, yeah, just for clip's sake. With the 1,200 plus 5, like 1,800. I got scammed for like 1,800 almost.
Let's go cold 2K, a soft 2K.
A soft. Oh, I know. Basically, I will say I got scammed for 2K. Clip. That's gonna be the clip title here, guys. Hopefully, we make 2K back so I can pay for it. No, but anyways, my bank's gonna refund the money, and that shit's kind of crazy, right? How a bank just can do that. Like they're just like, oh, someone stole your money. Like here, let me just pay you back for it. That's pretty cool, right? That's kind of clutch.
Yeah.
In this new capitalistic world we live in, like that's actually pretty nice. The fact that I was able to just tell them like I didn't spend that $500, and they're like, okay, cool.
That's why I told you. I was like, it's gonna be okay.
Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah. Well, I've lost my credit card.
But has anyone tried to use money on your card?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's never happened to me. And that's what's crazy about the credit card thing too is they just scan. Like a debit card, you got to put your PIN code in. A credit card, it just like dink and then boom, it just works. But with the credit card, the things with credit cards is like they know how much money you spend usually on a daily basis. And once they saw me go above 500, they're like, "Oh, what? Like Yuri's not balling like that. That's weird."
That's normal.
All right, let's take this midway shot. But either way, guys, I've been scammed again, and also we have no PO box openings because the lady's crazy. Cheers.
Cheers. Did we talk about the barbecue?
Yeah, we did in the beginning. Remember?
I thought we just didn't go fully into depth about it.
Well, what else? I said you went crazy with the decorations and everything.
Oh yeah. No, I'm talking about the setup, the stream.
Oh. Well.
About how our neighbor walked by.
Oh my god, bro. I couldn't stop laughing. I felt so bad, but like yeah, at one point when I was outside cooking, the barbecue is closed. So my neighbor passes by and it's actually our manager. Our manager
The worst person to see all this shit.
Our manager passes by and he's like, I'm like, "Yo, like how's it going?" And then he's like, "What's up?" He's like, "Have a good meal." And I was like, "Thanks." And the chat, it was like I said, the barbecue is closed, so he can't see what's on the barbecue. But the chat knew that there's only one hot dog.
Oh my god!
And I was like, I couldn't like hold my laugh back because the whole chat was just like, "Have a good meal, LOL." Honestly, the hot dog was good at the end.
The hot dog was fire.
You took a bite,
Yeah.
right?
It was
yeah.
hot.
It was hot, yeah, and it didn't taste like plastic or cardboard like people were saying or thinking it was.
Somebody made the little like meme where it was like harmonious weenies.
Oh
like,
yeah,
infused with plastic, trash, and twigs.
I know that one was funny. I did like that. But also, I think I should just talk about this earlier when you were talking about like the clips or whatever it is. Guys, just a little quick reminder. I'm only gonna bring this up a couple more times in the podcast until it becomes like a consistent thing, or like you guys just all know. But I haven't really been consistent on the clips, so I feel like that's why I just want to let everyone know. Ever since I came back from Greece, it just feels like I'm like super inspired just to be as consistent as possible with my channel and with the Biggest Bros channel. And guys, from now on out, it's a lot of work, but from now on out, 2 clips a day, every day on this channel, and also on the Biggest Bros channel. I know there's only one clip that went out yesterday for Biggest Bros because I couldn't get the thumbnail done in time because it was my niece's birthday party. But from now on out, 2 clips a day on both channels. And that's the other thing as well that I was thinking about is when I do this $1 stream that's gonna go for a month, or potentially a month, I mean. If it does go for that long, at a certain point I'm gonna have to start editing clips and shit on stream. You know what I mean? Like just it doesn't take that long, but I would have to do that type of shit on stream just because the work would need to get done. It needs to be done, and I would also still be on stream and shit like that too. But either way, reminder, guys. We're gonna be posting every day now, from 2 times a day, 2 and 4 o'clock. I saw some people commenting saying, LOL, Yuri's posting at the same time Biggest Bros is posting, like just so like I don't know, like views run off or something like that. But no, guys, 2 and 4 is just the best time to post on YouTube. Like on average, or like basically every day around 2 and 4 is like the best time to post. So I just post all clips at 2 and 4 o'clock, and that's why that goes up. But also, if you guys want to be notified every time we post a clip, make sure to click the all notification button. So when you subscribe to a channel, you would think that you get notified every time we do anything, but no, that's not true. You have to subscribe, click on subscribe again, and then you'll see it says notifications all, and you have to click on all notifications so that you can be notified every time you post something. But also, there's a lot of podcasts out there where like they will just post a million clips. Like I had to unsubscribe from DJ Vlad because it was just too many clips. Like at a certain point, I'm trying to experience YouTube normally. I'm trying to click subscription, see, these people, but that person, this person, that person, and then be like, I choose this video to watch. At a certain point, it was like I look at subscriptions, it's just DJ Vlad. I was like, bro, I need to unsubscribe. It's too many clips. But we're not gonna be posting like that crazy. We're posting only 2 clips a day every day at 2 and 4.
Let's go. Yeah, I don't like the oversaturation. It gets too like overwhelming.
It gets crazy. And I've brought it up before, dude, but I've told it Rylee many times. DJ Vlad, he reuses a lot of clips, right? Because I don't know, like I guess the clips do well and it makes sense. You can make more money off it, I guess. But bro, he has this old Cardi B interview. Old Cardi B interview from like 5 years ago. I forgot what clip it was. It was like some clip about a strip club or some shit like that. But bro, he's posted that clip like 50 times. I'm not even joking, dude. Like so I've seen him post this same Cardi B clip so many times, and he's still doing it because it still makes money. But at a certain point, you're like, bro, I can't be subscribed to a channel that just posting 5-year-old content 50 times.
Yep. Agreed.
It's crazy. But either way, I'm not sure if we talked about this yet. I feel like R.I.P. Keemstar, but I feel like maybe if Keemstar was still around and
we're saying he died.
Well, no, he didn't die. He just stopped posting. But if Keemstar was still posting and Scarce was like, still posting consistently, I feel like this would be bigger news. But iDubbz, I'm not sure how many people in here know about him, but iDubbz has officially apologized. And like, I know he's like kind of recanted his statements before, but he has done a whole video where, honestly, a little bit good on him for making this video, because Ethan, I don't think, made this video where iDubbz, at first, when I first started watching iDubbz, and I'm not a fan of him anymore, but when I first became a fan of him, it was because he had this like intellectual look on reality, and he was able to look at things subjectively and logically and not involve emotions too much, and I liked his certain philosophies on certain things, and I think I did find him through the Ten and Mojo beef and shit like that, but I thought he was really cool and interesting at first. And people are gonna say, especially his ops are gonna say that his girlfriend had a lot to play in his whole philosophy change, but literally ever since he got with his girl, he has done a whole 180 flip as for the jokes he makes. He's apologized for all the previous jokes he makes. He doesn't want to be the same type of person anymore, blah, blah, all that shit. So, I don't know. I think it could be an effect of his new woke girlfriend, but also I think it could be the fact that he started this whole boxing event, and I'm sure he needs sponsors and shit like that for the boxing event, and to do any type of big event nowadays, you have to be as, you have to play cards with everyone, and you can't be offensive, or at least the way he used to be anymore. So I thought that was pretty big news, the fact that iDubbz has officially apologized and says he's a different person.
This is the video that we were watching in Greece, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was never like a big
You weren't there for like the beginning of iDubbz.
Exactly. I only saw that.
He's way different.
That video we watched, the ice cream man one and stuff, but you told me how different he was back in the day.
100% different.
And I think it was you and Trapple Ross talking about him, and then all of a sudden he came out with that video later on the trip.
That is true, because when we were with Trapple Ross, me and Trapple Ross were talking about iDubbz and shit like that, and then literally a couple days later, boom, that video drops, and Rylee's like, oh, it's so funny that you and Trapple Ross were just talking about this. And I was like, it's not just me and Trapple Ross. I was like, everyone's been talking about this, how and this is the reason why I was gonna say he deserves a little bit of a shout out and kudos, is because he did this video where he's basically apologized for all of his previous antics. He says he's like a different person, and then he says how he's like, I've never really done a video to address how I've cultivated this huge audience that came and subscribed to me and watched my videos for this persona that I had, and I've done this complete switch, and I didn't even acknowledge the fact that I did this switch. He's like, I just did the switch and just said like, oh, you guys are toxic, fuck you. You know what I mean? That's kind of fucked up of him. It's super fake and disingenuous. So he's made a video where he's like explaining to all the people that originally subscribed to him for his original, jokes and all that shit, is he's like, hey guys, people change. I'm a different person now, and I don't think those jokes are funny anymore.
And I'm not gonna be like that anymore.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like that anymore. But I don't know. I did appreciate the old iDubbz. I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. Yeah.
He's not the same anymore.
I feel like that about Shane Dawson too. Like,
well, Shane, yeah.
He's like, I feel like kind of bad.
He's a bigger example of that. Yeah.
I kind of feel, I don't know. It's like seeing him trying to promote all his content now. It's like kind of weird. Like he'll post something and then go back on it, and then like he'll post in the community tab like just hella, I don't know, like just seeking a lot of validation. It feels like.
Really? It's weird because like when
weird. Like he's like, I don't know if I did this like correct, or like he doesn't want to make the wrong move now. Yeah. Where before he was very nervous, free, and like said a lot of crazy shit.
I wonder if it's like a thing where like people get too popular for their antics. You know what I mean? Like if you're a type of YouTuber who like makes certain jokes and you have 100,000 subscribers, it's fine. No one's gonna care. It's just the dude with 100K subscribers that's making these jokes. But if you have 10 million subscribers, now it's like, huge influencer makes toxic joke. This is unacceptable. He's influencing the children. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. All this shit. So I feel like he's probably a victim of just being too successful or too popular. But then also
he did do some crazy
shit. I feel like, I don't know, with this iDubbz situation, like I always think about like Jogi. And I used to be, I used to watch Pink Guy, or I forgot his name already at this point. It was like Pink Guy or Pink Man. I used to watch all his videos back in the day. I thought he was so funny. You know what I mean? Like I thought like his show was like hella funny. It was like playing on just like woke shit and stuff like that already at that time. Like he would just make jokes of like just the world the way it was at the time.
Jogi?
And Jogi, and now he's not like a YouTuber at all. Now he's a singer. Now he's a popular singer. People love his music. He's like done like a bunch of songs that have gone like hella viral. And there's actually people nowadays who only know him only as a singer. Like, there's like literally 13, 14-year-olds who probably only know Jogi as a singer. They don't even know about the pink guy persona at all. And it's like at a certain point, like I guess people do gotta just they just want to change. They want to grow up and not do certain shit anymore.
His name was Pink Guy?
It was like Pink Guy.
I thought it was something with an F that you said.
Well, his persona, like in the skits and shit like that, he would wear a full pink outfit and shit like that. But the name of the channel was something else. So,
what was it? It was something with the F.
Yeah,
right?
You're right. I think it was something with. Okay, so in the chat, someone in the chat said Frank Yu. Was it Frank Yu? I don't remember, dude. At this point,
Forgot.
It feels like a distant memory. And what's funny is that dude Max Mofo that I've showed you that does the Pokemon card openings nowadays, and also that podcast. Like he used to do hella skits with him. Like it was like him, Filthy Frank. There you go, Filthy Frank. Yes, and I think the guy his show was called like Pink Guy or whatever it is. But anyways, I feel like some people do gotta change. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But just with iDubbz, it just seems like hella hypocritical and funny. Jogi is not coming out saying, I can't believe the jokes I did back in the day. What if that was disgusting. I would never do such a thing again.
Is that confirmed? We might. What if he has?
If he has, I feel like it would be big news. It would be like iDubbz type news where they'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
that's true. Because he is a huge artist too now.
He's a huge artist. And he also came up with.
He's all like dubstep.
He's the dude who came up with the Harlem Shuffle or whatever it is.
Harlem Shake.
That
was him.
That was him.
No.
He did. Yo, like
no, that was not.
Bro, let me know if I'm wrong. Look up who came up with originated. Look up Filthy Frank came up with Harlem Shuffle.
Harlem Shake.
Harlem Shake. Sorry.
No way.
I swear it was him.
Oh, you're right.
It was him.
Well, he didn't do the song, but
he came up with the challenge.
Yeah.
With the fucking thing. Bro, it was him. Isn't that crazy? That was like hella viral, and that was like from one of his YouTube videos.
That's iconic, to be honest.
Bro, that's hella iconic. Oh, you thought I was wrong. That's crazy.
I thought he did the song. Like that was his first song popping off.
No, that wasn't his song, but that was his thing. Anyways, that's a random little subject right there.
Do the Harlem Shake.
Also, yo, guys, I this happened like already like about 2 weeks ago, but I didn't talk about it in the last episode of 10 Talks. Just forgot to list it. Guys, my Harmonious Man channel has been remonetized. So this
Yay.
yes, thank you so much. I'm excited and I'm happy, but I'm also confused and also I'm like not getting my hopes up too high because at like a month before my Harmonious Man channel is demonetized, Trevor's VBC channel is demonetized, and he was like super bummed out about it, distraught, and he actually put in hella work, the work that I did not put in. He put in the work to go through all of his old YouTube videos, either delete stuff, adjust titles, take things out of the description or whatever it is. He adjusted his whole YouTube channel, reapplied for monetization, and he got monetization again. And he hit me up saying like, yo, Yuriy, like, you should try to do all these things for your channel and reapply and you could get remonetized. I was like, all right, for sure. It's a lot of work to do the things that he did, so I just haven't had the time to do it. So I just didn't even bother doing it. And it's been, so we ended up starting this new channel, the Yuriy channel, and everything's just been going smoothly on here. But because everything's been going so smoothly here, I haven't even like bothered to even put in the work on the old channel to even like try to get remonetized. But like about 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, I was up at night like at 1 a.m. and I was just like doing a bunch of random shit. And I was like, you know what? Let me see what's going on in the old channel. Go to the old channel. And then I was thinking like, you know what? Let me see. Let me just try to reapply. And then also actually to finish the story on Trevor's thing, Trevor got remonetized. And then a month after remonetization, he got demonetized again. So I'm not sure if he's been remonetized again, but he basically like, he was super bummed about it, got remonetized, it was super juiced, and then got demonetized again. So like the fact that we got remonetized, I'm like, I'm juiced, but I don't know if they're going to do a review next month and be like, actually, never mind, this is crazy. You know what I mean? So who knows? But the Harmonious Man channel has been monetized again, and I'm shocked because like I said, I randomly just pressed reapply. The next morning I woke up and then I just see it's fucking monetized again.
I think you said monetize like 5,000.
Oh my god. Okay.
Remonetize, demonetize, remonetize,
Monetize.
never monetize, demonetize.
Anyways, so
that was so funny.
I've been talking about how like I've been playing Tears.
No, that's dope.
I've been thank you. I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom, and I've been doing I just like playing games in general, but not a lot. Like if I do, it's usually on stream. But I know that at least 40% of you guys who usually watch the streams, or at least who's in here right now, you guys are not fans of the gaming streams. And I made a post saying, should I do a gaming channel? Because I know that people like Brian Arnett, they have his gaming channel where if he does gaming streams, he does it on there. And I was thinking about doing shit like that. But I made a poll, and most people said I should just stream on this channel. But then Car Snob Media, shout out to him, he DM'd me saying, yo, he's like, why don't you just, now that you're monetized again, he's like, why don't you just stream your gaming shit on the old channel to provide some new content for the old channel? And I was like, bro, that's a good idea. So I've been wanting to do it, but we've just been hella busy. I've been doing clips, all this other shit, and I've been wanting to do a gaming stream, but I will be doing that very soon on the Harmonious Man channel. So if you guys aren't subscribed already to that channel, if you guys unsubscribe, because at this point we are losing subscribers on that channel, but if you guys have unsubscribed, please resubscribe or just subscribe to the Harmonious Man channel. I'll be doing my gaming streams on there.
Let's go.
Of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Monetized, demonetized, monetized. Remonetized.
Remonetize, demonetize, then monetize.
Really?
Demonetize,
Should we take a
demonetize.
shot for my monetization and the fact that we just literally just hit 100 likes?
Get to a topic. Get through a topic.
I literally just saw we were at 99. We hit 100. But yes, I talked about the $1 minute stream coming on this Thursday. Harmonious Man getting remonetized after being demonetized. And then also, I have this random topic here. At first, I felt like a little bit like intrigued to talk about it. Now I really don't care as much. But Amazon is getting sued for listening to kids with Alexa to make computers better. Basically, Amazon does this thing. Every company basically does this. Anything that has a program where you could be like, hey, YouTube, can you put on this? Hey, Siri, can you do that? Like, anything that has like voice recognition, they do this shit where they listen to your voice all the time, even if you're not using it, just so they can make their recognition better, so they can listen to your voice better. So Amazon has been saying that, like, and this is so funny because
they want to hear, they'll hear a kid say, Ayakta.
Yeah, and they want to know how like Alexa sounds from a kid, right? That's their excuse for it. But it's kind of funny because Alexa originally was saying that we only record adults, we don't record kids. Like, bro, we have an Alexa in the living room. How do they know? Bro, that's what I'm talking about. If we have an Alexa in the living room, it's recording everything at that point, right? But not only that, not only are they recording it, but they're keeping it stored. So they just have recordings of kids' voices all over the all over the world. Probably whoever uses Alexa and Ring cameras, all that stuff, they just have these recordings stored. And the scary part about it, guys, is there's not a single company out there. Even the FBI has been hacked. Even the CIA has been hacked. There's not a single company out there that has not been hacked. Google, Apple, every company you could think of, Twitter, every company you could think of has been hacked. You're acting like, bro, Alexa can be hacked to get these weird record. I don't know, just like, bro, you gotta be careful. With shit
it's
like
everywhere. That. It's in the remotes. It's in your phone.
And
it's not just Alexa.
Exactly.
There's Hey Google, Hey Siri.
That's the scary part. Is like, with our podcast mic and the camera, like I can turn off the mic and turn off the camera, put a filter on. Or I mean, like a cap on the camera, so the even if someone hacks it or does some shit, they can't see anything, but. Yeah, we have our phones.
Every time you have an app, open a new app. It asks you.
Can I use your
microphone for access when you're on this app?
And this is what's crazy.
And if you click yes, they're recording you that whole time.
This is what's crazy about this. I was telling Rylee, like, we have to like take our privacy seriously. Like, I feel like the normal average person does not take their privacy seriously. They just like accept cookies on everything. They don't really care about hiding their privacy, all that shit, because they're like, well, why? I have nothing to worry about, like whatever it is. But no, dude, there's companies out there that are making huge profits off selling your personal information. You know what I mean? Like Honey, for example. Everyone downloads Honey for discounts and all that stuff. Everyone advertises Honey. How does Honey make their money? Honey makes their money through selling your fucking information, dude. That's literally how they make their fucking bread. That's like the only way they make their bread is just selling what you want to buy.
And you had Honey.
I did have Honey. Now I don't.
but it's just like I try to be careful of my information as much as I can. But like you're saying, we have mics in our remotes. Like, what are we supposed to do? Put our remotes under the pillows? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, you can't even be careful with your shit anymore. I don't know, bro. We live in a weird world where like we're basically surveillanced at all times. In a way,
Duh.
we can be.
There's cameras everywhere.
It's trippy.
In all the streets.
You know what's
stores.
weird? It's like the more I think about like the world we live in and the older I get, like when I was younger, I could never imagine living in the woods somewhere, or at least going back to my village in Russia. Like I would think like I could never live there. I like living in the city where I have skateboarding and skate parks and you know, weed and all this cool stuff or whatever it is. But the older I get, and the more I realize how weird it is to live in a big city, dude. It's so trippy. It's almost like I'm not sure if you remember, but remember we were watching Avatar: The Last Airbender when they went to Ba Sing Se, and like everything was just surveillance. They had the weird fucking tour guides who were just like on top of everything, and you had no freedom basically. And it was like just basically within the city walls, it was like a whole crazy fucking governmental system. And like the older I get, the more I feel like, bro, like living in big cities, like there's no way you can be on your woke fucking care about the environment shit, you know, care about the world, care about like all this stuff, and also live inside New York, Los Angeles, anywhere in Miami. You're like, oh, like any big city you live in, like you're just a part of this fucking crazy system, and the only way to get out of it is just to be like, deuces, I'm going to live in the middle of fucking the Appalachian Mountains and drink water from a river for the rest of my life. That's like the only way to get out of it, really.
You said you were fucking with Grace, you would live there.
Yeah, but Greece is just like a smaller example of what's going on in Los Angeles. I'm talking about like living literally
off the grid,
in the woods, off the grid. That's the only way I feel like you can really be posting saying, can't believe people are fucking damaging the world like this. Like if you're posting shit like that, like you got to be living in the buttfuck nowhere, drinking rainwater. You know what I mean? Like for existence. And I feel like I want to do it.
I'd rather live in Hawaii.
Can we do that in Hawaii? God! Oh yes, let's live in Hawaii where a meal is like $30 per person.
That's why you cook your own food.
Well, we're gonna have to hunt pigs like Abdul. Mm-hmm. Yo, Abdul.
You're saying you want to live in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, in the future maybe is what I'm saying. Now I like living in LA. I have to do this month-long stream potentially. Who knows? LA's chill. Either way, that's all the topics I had listed here. I have the 2 clips that are going up on my channel, the BBE channel as well. Well, what do you have listed?
Let's see. Oh, you had an interesting encounter this week.
Oh, yes.
Let's talk about it.
Oh my god. You want to pour the half skis?
For your bae?
For my bae, I guess. No, shut up. Guys, so I hate to say, you know, you were right to certain people, you know what I mean, especially the haters, but I had done this. That's why it's like sometimes it's good. It's weird. It's a weird mix between wanting to promote a stream and wanting to be private about it. I had promoted the stream. I had said that I'm going to go do a Scientology tour. And honestly, I'm not an idiot, guys. I expected, it was in the back of my mind, guys. I expected that they'd be hella crazy. They're not going to let me in, be like, you know, like, no cameras, all that shit, right? But also in life, sometimes you'd be surprised, guys. Like, sometimes you hear things about this type of store or this, whatever it is, like, you know, these people that live in this area, you're like, oh, don't go there. You don't know what they're going to do. And then you go over there and you're like, everyone's nice. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So sometimes, like, in life, you'll be surprised by, like, you know, what people say versus what the actual reality of things are. So I said I was going to do the Scientology tour. I also said that I wanted to do like a hidden camera. I didn't really have time to figure out a hidden camera. My nieces were in town that day as well, so it just like a bunch of shows happening. I didn't have time to figure that whole thing out. I barely made it on time to the thing, but I tried to go in there with the camera on my shoulder. They basically said, nah, you can't go in. And the whole thing I'm talking about, like, where I don't want to say you guys are right, but when I promoted the stream the day before, people were already commenting saying like, Yuri's an idiot. Like why would you even say you're gonna go there? They're gonna just kick you out. They're not even gonna let him in. This is just gonna be a 5-minute stream where Yuriy gets kicked out in the first 5 minutes and does nothing the rest of the time. And I was like, in my head, I was like, I don't want this to be one of those streams where the main idea fails within 5 minutes and I have to figure something else out. But that's
exactly what happened.
It's exactly what happened. And I was like, fuck, god damn. I was so bummed. I was like, bro, I really got my hopes up and thought they would just let me in, but they kicked me out. I went to Hollywood Boulevard, and I was like, let me just cruise around the boulevard. Someone had donated for a shot, and even though I said I'm not gonna do that anymore, I was like, all right, let me go grab I went to go grab a shot. I met these nice dudes at a taco stand, or like a taco truck basically, and they were just like, they were watching the stream, and one of the dudes, it was Eric and it was like Eric and Tony. I'm sorry, I have terrible memory, but I met these two dudes, and one of them was like, I think it was Eric. He was telling me like, bro, he's like, I've been watching your streams for a long ass time, and like I said, I used to do vlogs for like a while, guys, before I started streaming, and my vlogs were getting like 20 views to like 50 views per vlog. It was like no one was watching these things at all. Barely anyone was watching them. And in like 2 or 3 of my vlogs, I had made this whole series where I went to a weed shop one time, the local weed shop, AHHC, I think. And I went there, and someone stole my board from there. I didn't even notice it, but like I had put my board down. I was buying weed, blah blah, all that stuff. And then I just like left. And I think my homie was picking me up, so I just like went in his car, and I didn't even notice my board was gone. And a couple hours later, I realized, I was like, bro, my board's missing. I was like, where was I? Oh, like where was I last? And I realized my board got stolen there. Huge shout out to Dr. Dina. I actually know the owner, and also I think his name was Alex. I know the 2 owners of that shop. So I had Dr. Dina's number, and I called her. I was like, hey, like my board got stolen from your shop. Like, could you check your security cameras or something like that? She checked the security cameras. To even buy weed from a shop, you have to show your ID. So they already have the dude's identity, and they basically called the guy. They're like, hey, we saw you take that board. Can you come bring it back? And then the next day she called me. She's like, hey, the dude brought your board back. And I came and got my board back. And I made a whole vlog about it. And I swear it has like 50 views on it, dude. Like 58 views. And this dude at the taco stand was like, bro, I remember when you got your board stolen. And I was like, no way. That shit like flipped my head. I was like, bro, there's no way you used to watch my videos back in the day. That's trippy.
That's funny.
That was before I even worked for No Jumper, I think.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's like such an old video. But anyways, to what Rylee was talking about, I was hanging out with these guys, and then at one point, this super, super drunk, clumsy man stumbles over, and I don't even know why he joined our conversation, but he just started talking to us, blah, 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 whatever. And then at one point, people in the chat were saying, Jeffrey Dahmer, and I was like, yo, dude, like, you seem like some Jeffrey Dahmer type guy, like, who's gonna eat our brains after this. And he's like, eat your brains. I want to suck your dick. And then after that, it was just all downhill. He just spent the next 30 minutes like begging me basically to suck my dick or pestering me. It was weird.
You're smiling.
I'm smiling because I'm looking at you like that. You're just like silently. You're not even saying anything. How did you
saying to suck my dick?
How do you feel about this?
I felt really uncomfortable.
You were watching the stream.
Yeah.
So like, what were you like? Were you clenching your fists when you were watching the stream?
No,
Were you like, oh,
I thought it was
Patrick.
funny. I was crying, laughing.
What you just said, it was like gross, and now you're saying it was crying.
It was funny, but uncomfortable.
But it was hella uncomfortable. And I'm like, I'm the type of person, guys, where like, I'm not like super quick to punch someone or like get crazy mad and all that stuff. Like, and I was telling Patrick, I was like halfway through him pestering me. I was
you liked it.
I did. Okay. Number one, when he first came over and he said that and all that shit, I swear to God, guys, I fucking swear to God, I was thinking in my head, because I had just ran into some dude who was a part of IP2 and he was talking about TTD and all that shit. I was literally thinking like, this dude, my first thought was like, this dude is a part of that network and he's trolling me right now. That was my first thought, because it was so weird. Like, he was just like, I want to suck your, like, it was just so weird. I was like, bro, this guy has to be trolling me. And the way he was like standing around like rubbing his stomach, I was like, this is not normal. I was like, I've never seen anyone like stand like that and like act like this. And so I was thinking like he's trolling me. And then like halfway through it, I was like, bro, halfway through the 30 minutes of him bugging me, I was like, bro, like, this is real. Like, this dude's actually some horny fucking old dude like on Hollywood Boulevard. And I, like I said, like halfway through it, I told him, I was like, bro, like if I was a different person, like a bunch of other my friends, I was like, they would just punch you by now. At a certain point, it's like, haha, like even Vel would have been like laughing. Like he would have been like, oh, yo, like get off of me, dude. Like what the fuck? And if that dude had like came back 3-4 times like he did to me to Vel, Vel would have been like, yo, what the fuck? And then it would have been over. But for me, it's like, I don't have that type of thing. I was just avoiding him, but he was like relentless.
You were just laughing.
Oh yeah, I was kind of laughing and making jokes
You're
about
like,
it.
Patrick, stop.
But it eventually ended in I forgot how it ended. I kept like,
He bought his food.
oh yeah, he bought his food, and also I did not want him to buy his food. I was trying to buy the food myself, but I ordered the food, and then I think it was Eric. I don't remember. I'm sorry, but he was like, at a certain point, like halfway through cooking the food, he's like, yo, the total was blah 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 blah. Here's the thing where you know for the card or whatever, like let's ring it up. And I was like, okay. When he said that, he was like 7 feet away from me, and Patrick was like in the middle. And Patrick immediately was just like, oh, it's how much? Here you go. And he just like gave the dude the card. And the dude, from the taco stand was just like, he was like, he's like, fuck this guy. Like, let's ring it up on his card. Like, he's being a weirdo. He's like so pestery about it. He's like, why even spend the money? Like, whatever. So he like just rung it up. And people were saying he tipped himself $500. I don't think he did. But that'd be funny.
That'd be funny. He's like, fuck it. Let me give myself a little 20.
He should have at least. He was being weird to him too. But either way, he bought us food and it was delicious.
It was bomb.
That taco truck,
Delish.
it's good. It was very good. And also the corn cup I got from there was fucking hella fire too.
It was good.
But either way, yeah, that was a whole Patrick situation. Did you want to fade him? Were you like jealous?
No.
Because he said I was the hottest guy on earth.
He ain't lying.
You're a cat.
You are the hottest guy
You've never
I've ever seen.
even Riley's never told me that.
Shut up. That's so cringe.
He was more into me than you are.
Shut the fuck up. Then go
What?
get your dick sucked.
What? Oh hell no, dude. He was like,
Get your
"You're
dick
the
wet."
hottest guy I've ever seen." Bro. Okay.
He needs to relax.
That's what I was saying. I was like, bro, Riley's gonna come fade you right now. And then he's like, what if I defend?
Toke would fade.
He said, what if I
Fade him.
defend myself against your girlfriend? Like he said he's gonna like fight you back. I was like,
I wish he would.
I was like, she's gonna bring her handgun. And shoot you.
okay, stop.
All right, cheers.
I just beat his ass. I'm gonna have to.
To Patrick not bugging me anymore. Woohoo! Anyways, so we followed each other on Instagram. No, I'm joking.
My face.
What face? Was that all the topics you had listed?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell, babe?
I told you.
Your head's just not in the game. No, I'm joking. Yo, guys, also, hold on. God damn it, where the hell's my mouse? There's a, why'd you hit me for?
Because.
There's something I wanted to talk about. And this could be some negative news. People are going to be like, oh, Yuri's on his conspiratorial shit, blah, blah, all that stuff. But I know, unless you're into electronics, unless you're into technology, unless you're watching tech videos like I do, and like there's people that are way more into it than I am. Obviously, I'm like surface level probably, but if you're into like the whole tech world, you've noticed this trend of subscription fees, right? A lot of companies back in the day, companies will sell you a good product that's going to last a long time for one price. And guess what? For that one price, I'm able to fix it. I'm able to maintain it. I'm able to color it, adjust it, do anything I want. Nowadays, companies are trying to sell you this whole subscription fee. Even cars are trying to do this. BMW literally got hit with a lawsuit over trying to do some stupid shit like this, where BMW was trying to sell cars with seats that had the ability to, heat up the seats, but you couldn't use the seat heating technology unless you paid like $15 or $20 a month. Bro, why the fuck am I paying for a car that has the technology in it to do the thing that I wanted to do, but I can't even use the thing unless I pay a monthly fee? And a lot of companies nowadays are like trying to push this monthly subscription fee on people, and they're trying to like just rely on idiots not saying anything and just like making it just like a part of law where everyone else has to deal with it because no one else cares, right? And it sounds like as I'm going on this rant, I'm sure a lot of people are like, oh, Yuri's just tripping, blah blah, whatever it is. But like, guys, this is the thing that literally is like it's hella fucked up in the long run. It's like some weird fucking crazy surreal Black Mirror shit that should not be going on. And back in the day, it's like this would never happen. Now it's just like they just know they could take advantage of people. But I feel like this is another example of this where Los Angeles is now considering on charging drivers to use the freeway.
Hell no. I'm out of here.
Like, what? Bro.
That's crazy.
That's insane. And it's like
we're gonna all have to have like a fast pass kind of situation going on, where we pay like a yearly or monthly fee.
And dude, you know what's crazy is like, you know, I do get like I do get recommended some wild shit on Instagram sometimes, you know, like of like weird memes and political takes and all that stuff. But one thing I saw recently, I didn't have a chance to fact check this, but apparently at one point income tax wasn't a thing, right? And the federal government was like, hey guys, we have to implement income tax for a temporary amount of time because we got to pay for, you know, maintaining the roads and the army and all that stuff or whatever it is, right? And income tax was at one point going to be temporary. We all know, we've all been born into income tax. We just know it as like, oh yeah, you just pay taxes on your income. It's just normal. Like, we all do it. At one point, it wasn't even a thing. At one point, people were complaining about it, right? Right now, to anyone that drives, we're looking at this thing of Los Angeles is considering on charging drivers to use the freeway. We're having the take of like, what the hell? That's fucked up. We shouldn't do that, right? At one point, they might end up passing this, and we're still like complaining about it, like, what the hell? Like, that's kind of stupid and, you know, dumb. That doesn't make sense. 20 years from now, kids are going to be born getting their licenses at 18 already thinking like, oh yeah, to drive on the freeway, you just have to pay. It's just normal to them. You know what I mean? Like, you just make things normal at a certain point, and then and like, you know, 100, you know, 200 years from now, you just have like people that are just completely retarded and just follow any instructions. They're just like, anything goes. It's basically like modern day slavery is what people say.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just insane. There's too many people
to
living
charge
out here.
Imagine how much money they're gonna make off
people need
that.
to get to work, and sometimes it's like not the easiest for people to take public transportation, or it's like that shit takes a long ass time. It's not easy.
The only way I would be okay,
and it's like that shit's gross and not the best out here.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say is like the only way I would be, I would feel even a little bit better about the idea of them charging to use the freeway is if they made the public transportation like amazing. If it was like people weren't overdosing on there like on a weekly basis, there was no piss and urine and meth smoke and all this shit. Like if it was actually clean, and we had like more consistent buses running, if we had more bus lines, if we had more train lines, if everything was like actually like made to use the public transportation, and like only the rich people type shit, or only the people like if you really wanted to, you could use the freeway, then I could understand like charging for it, right? But now, no. If your other option is, yeah, like to use our fucking metro lines where people are like overdosing on a weekly basis, no.
You're gonna buy the freeway.
I'm good.
Freeway pass.
But that's what they want too. Is they're like, oh, you want to take the fucking
exactly
subway line with the meth smoke, or you want to take your car in comfort
with the meth smoke? Oh no.
All right, yo, guys, on some sad news.
This is so sad.
I haven't really seen too many people talk about
the
this. Updates or even this in general, but this is massive news, guys. I'm not sure. I think I said massive unconsciously because I saw it written right there, but it says a massive train accident in India leaves over 300 dead. And I saw a couple reports from Indian officials talking about how the 300, it's actually 280 in that report, but they're saying that that's on the low end. They're like, guys, we have to flip these carts over, go through the carts. They're like, the numbers are going to be for sure much higher once we actually go through the wreckage. But apparently what happened here was 2 trains. It had to have been a mistake on the train conductors, not conductors, but like this, because there's like train schedulers. It had to have been a mistake on the train schedulers part where 2 trains ran into each other on the same track. That's fucking insane.
And it's like, yeah, what are the odds of that? That's just like some shitty ass luck.
Dude, I have a friend. I have a friend that I've known since childhood. I still follow him on Instagram, and that's his job. He's a train dispatcher.
Conductor?
Not train conductor. Maybe that is the name of that job. But his job is literally to sit at no, not on a train, but he sits at a computer table with multiple monitors, and he schedules trains and like dispatches them. And I think on a busy day, he's like post on Instagram that like he's at most scheduling and dispatching like 4 trains because you have to make sure of hella shit. That shit's like going through multiple states and there's multiple other trains, all that stuff you have to make sure of. So it's like it's kind of like a gnarly job. You have to like go through a lot of schooling for, or like at least a lot of training for. But that shit's scary, bro. Condolences to bro. So many people.
It's so sad.
They have to, bro. That's scary as hell. And on a train, dude, like a train is not like a car where like a car is like kind of cushiony on the inside. A train, everything's like fucking hard plastic. At least the trains we have out here. I can't imagine like flying around. Everything's like hard fucking metal and plastic. Like you're going to get fucked up really bad in a car crash or something.
That's, yeah.
Condolences,
super
man.
sad.
Prayers for India, guys. All right. This is some interesting news here. And I wanted to get Riley's take on this. So, Al Pacino, what is he famous for? What movies? Godfather? No.
Yeah, right.
Is he?
Godfather.
I don't know. Some Italian mob movies for sure.
Oh, Scarface. My bad. Sorry, Scarface.
Wait, that's the Scarface dude? The actual main actor?
Scarface. Yeah.
So Al Pacino, famously known as Scarface, baby number 4 came as a total surprise. 83-year-old gearing up for dad mode yet again. So at 83,
Oh my god.
at 83 he's having another
sick.
kid. That's sick.
To me, that is gross. Look, she's so young. 83.
she is.
Like, bruh, hell no.
She is hella
How
young.
does that? No.
But
That is crazy.
it's just like
That's not worth it.
I don't know, dude. It's like here's the thing, babe. Is I don't know, guys. It becomes a narrow line when we start talking about
I can't
this.
believe you're talking like.
I'm not. No. Okay, here's the thing, though. Is like it becomes such a faded line to start talking about relationships because you could take this information like weird ways, right? But it's like what people are into. I'm sure that she can. I'm sure that I know, and I'm saying that I'm sure that if she could like take a peek at your life, I'm sure she would be like, I can't believe she's dating this broke fucking skateboarding YouTuber who doesn't have a mansion and millions of dollars. Like, how I could never. Like the same way you're thinking about the disgust level of her doing that with him is probably the same way she would feel about you being with me. You know what I mean? Like,
That's an interesting take on it.
like just because, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, because she's probably into the materialistic things.
Mhm.
So I don't know, but also
That's crazy.
Also, I saw. I think
I could never.
I forgot. I think it was one of the comments or where is it? It said that like by the time the baby is 18, he will be 100 years old. I'm not sure where it said that, but I saw that somewhere where by 18 he's gonna be 100. That's kind of insane. I don't know, dude.
83 is crazy. It's not like it's like a 60-year-old that's like kind of youthful still.
Yeah, and
Or
also
that's still youthful to me.
I feel like it might be more understandable if he had no kids, right? This was his first kid and he was just like, guys, like I fucked up, like I squandered my whole youth, like I really always wanted a family and I've always wanted a baby and continue my family lineage, like I know this is old, but like this is my only kid, like so I want to have this kid, but this is baby number 4, so that is kind of crazy. And she looks like she's like my age, like 28, 29.
Yeah, she looks super young.
But also, Rylee was just showing me a video of Diddy dancing with Young Miami next to him, and I was like, isn't Diddy like much older than like Young Miami? And Riley's like, oh, like let's look up the ages, and Young Miami's my age, 29, and Diddy is 53, and I was like, if Young Miami's my age, when I was a kid in elementary
And we
school,
were both saying that's crazy, and you're saying this is normal.
No, I'm not saying this is normal. I did not say this is normal at all. But I'm just thinking from
You're
the
like, it's just a different perspective.
No, I'm just thinking from the perspective of 2 grown adults. She's a grown woman. You know what I mean? She's not like some like underage girl. She's like a grown woman making decisions for herself. And maybe she's.
Do we know how old she is?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
maybe she's making the decision of like, hey, I'm securing some financial, like security for myself. Like I'm getting some financial security out of having this baby with this old man. Maybe she's thinking like that. So who knows?
Mm-hmm.
You could never.
Fuck no.
Elon Musk is the most richest man on earth right now. He has 183 billion in assets, tied to his name. If you were single, and Elon Musk came up to you at a bar and he's like, "I've never seen a girl more beautiful. I'm in love," you'd be like, "Thanks, but you're a little too old."
I'd feel sick to my stomach probably. He makes me cringe.
What if you didn't recognize him? What if you didn't?
That's what I'm saying. Like if we were just at the bar, normal people, and he came up to me and he said that, I'd be like, no.
Okay, what if it was?
And I feel like even now that I know, like I just his personality just I don't know.
Okay, I played it kind of creepy. What if it was more casual? What if like you're just at the bar by yourself?
No, he's way too old.
And he pulled up to the counter and he's just like, "Hey, like how's your night going?" You'd be like,
too old.
Dang, it's good.
Way too old.
But then he's like, "Hey, I'm a 183 billionaire." Or what if your homegirl tells you that? She's like, "That guy's worth 183 billion."
No.
Yeah. No. I've thought about it before because I've had a friend who had like a sugar mama, and she looked like an ogre. Like she looked crazy. And I'm not joking. I met her one time and I was like,
oh my God.
And I was like shocked in my friend because I've known him for such a long time. I was like, dude, like I kind of saw the lifestyle he was living and I was like, I understood it a little bit because I was like, that is kind of chill. But then I was like, bro, like that, he lives there. Like he lives with her. Like that's crazy. But then like I've thought about it. I was like, could I, like if I met some ogre lady just like that, like at a bar, and she's like, I'm 100 millionaire, like, let me take care of you and we'll be in a relationship. I don't think I could do it either. Like, I don't think I could be in shoes like that where I get with someone just for the monetary benefit, but I'm 100% unattracted to them.
Yeah, exactly. How is that fun at all?
Well, she's probably like going on trips to Paris every other weekend with her homegirls.
So lame, though.
It's probably hella fun on those trips to Paris.
Well, if it's just with her homegirls, I guess.
She like realistically, I don't know. You think there's
what if he wants all his time with her and all she gets is the Louis bags and the fucking Louis Vuittons?
That's not worth it then.
No, hell no.
If you're walking around with the new Hermes, every season Hermes, you got everything new.
No.
And Balenciaga, all that shit.
No. Never.
But you're going
never. 83-year-old Pacino.
Pacino, bro.
Get out of here.
Why does it sound
please.
like the name for a pussy?
That's gross. That's like.
Let me see that.
That's older than my grandpa.
Yeah. That's
crazy.
83 is insane. I would like to intern for an 83-year-old, not like date. Just because like they're probably intelligent, wisdom filled.
Creepo.
Either way, guys, this actually happened yesterday, I believe. I wanted to stream it, but then I forgot that we had this whole birthday party plan and shit like that when I was thinking of this. But Tupac has officially got his own star on the Boulevard, and I've noticed this trend. I was talking about this with I think his name's Andre the Truth from my memory. But I was talking about it with him where like recently it feels like there's been a lot of old school rappers and hip hop stars like to get their stars on the Boulevard like way after their time. It's like now just recently they're getting it, but he should have had a star a minute ago, right?
Yeah, I thought for sure he had one.
Well, maybe Juice, because he's a part of that movie Juice, right? And maybe Juice didn't do too well, like compared to other stuff, but on the Boulevard, his music
alone, his songs alone should.
You see how his star, you see that thing in the middle, how it has that record. So there's 5 different emblems a thing can get on the Boulevard, and I know this because I used to sell fucking Starline tours. But on the Boulevard, you can get your name on it, right? And it could either have a video camera, a microphone, a disc like that, or there's like 5 different things you can get. It's supposed to symbolize what your contribution was, right? And there's a couple people on the Boulevard who have all 5 actually, like all 5 symbols, because they've been a part of every industry. And there's a couple people who have like numerous different symbols. So it looks like he has just like the disc symbol. So I'm sure this is for his music and it's not for the Juice movie. But either way,
the Juice movie, Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice. Why do I say Juice? Is it Juice or is it not Juice?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Is it Poetic Justice?
Don't come for me. He might be in the Juice movie.
Either way, congratulations to the Tupac family, or to the Shakur family. I heard that his sister was taking this fuck, I can't think of the word for it. She was like taking
in
the
his
star
honor.
in his honor, but like taking the whatever, the star in his honor. But either way, that was the last topic right there. Guys, huge shout out to everyone who's always a part of this. Huge shout out to everyone who's a part of this right now. We appreciate all you guys. Like I said, I think it's this Thursday I'm going to be starting this $1 a minute stream, where basically the whole goal of it is to just stay on stream as long as the timer doesn't run out. Like, the timer has to run out for me to actually end the stream. I've done a couple of $1 a minute streams before where like it got really tough, where like I had like 15-20 minutes left. It's like 2-3 in the morning. I'm really tired. I want to go to sleep, but I have to make sure I have to manually keep updating the time, and it was just a shit show. But with this thing, it's gonna be way more official. And then also, like I said, it's gonna be the month-long cap, just to really kind of test myself, I guess, and then also just fulfill this like mental barrier almost of like the last time we ended the 5-day stream, where I'm like, bro, it was supposed to go longer. We still had hella time on the board, but I was like, guys, we have to end it here because I have to go to sleep for Disconnected. But at this point, everything's gonna be on stream. Me getting ready for Reconnected, after Reconnected, us getting ready for 10 Talks. That's the thing I'm trying to figure out, is how we're gonna do 10 Talks. I think I'm gonna have to do tests, but I think you can do 2 streams at once. But I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out as well. What do you think? Just not do 10 Talks?
No.
Because I was kind of thinking as well. I was like, bro, what are we gonna talk about on 10 Talks if every minute of my life has been streamed the whole week before 10 Talks?
That's true.
Because every 10 Talks we talk about the last week, right? Because we do it every Sunday.
A whole month off of 10 Talks.
But imagine like we do 10 Talks. I'm like, hey guys, so this week we did this. And everyone's like, bro, we know.
That's crazy. We really can't.
Bro, and that's what I was thinking. Like, do we even do 10? Unless we're like just reacting to news. You know what I mean? Like talking about topics. But at that point, they would just be like hour-long 10 Talks. They wouldn't have to.
It would just be a part of the stream.
I could just cut it out. Oh, I could record it and post it. That's what I could do. And it would be a part of the stream as well. And also the other thing is I would have to end the stream and restart it every 12 hours. That's the other thing. I would have to continuously end and restart every 12 hours.
Why am I nervous?
I'm nervous. Mainly because of technical issues. I'm not sure how big of a team Ice Poseidon had behind his back doing it, but he for sure had at least 1 or 2 people doing the behind the scenes, because he was climbing the Himalayas. He didn't have a laptop with him. There's no way he could be doing the end stream, restart stream, new thumbnail, stop and start timer, all that shit, make sure timer's correct. There's so much behind the scenes shit that was being taken care of, where I'm sure he had like a whole team behind him. With me, I'm nervous of the fact that like I want this to go smoothly, like I don't want to have like hella technical issues or errors. That's what I'm worried about. Should we take one last half ski to end it off?
Sure.
Also, can we talk about this as well, where Blazzy already said it, I think, but he got hella lit this last episode of Reconnected, and dude, he was tripping me out, where guys, Blazzy, I think he for sure talked about during the after show, where he said he got way too lit. But before we started Reconnected, right, I asked everyone who wanted a shot. I gave them all a shot. And the thing is, like, when I'm pouring a shot before the show starts, I'm already knowing that everyone's probably going to want a little bit more afterwards, right? So, like, I don't want to, like, in the middle of the show pour more. So, basically, before the show even started, I poured everyone, like, a quad shot. I poured everyone, like, at least 4 or 5 shots in a cup so that they could, like, everyone could, like, sip on it throughout the show. You know what I mean? Like, or something like that. Or just, like, slowly, and then maybe an hour in or hour 30 in, they asked for like, yo, can I have more at that point? So I poured Blazzy a giant shot, bro. I remember pouring Blazzy. It was like literally like 4 or 5 shots worth, bro. He drank that whole thing, and like 10-15 minutes later, this is my first shock, where Blazzy was like, yo, can you pour me another shot? And I didn't say anything, but I was thinking about mentioning it. But the first thought that hit my head was like, did he really drink that whole cup? I was like, bro, that was like a giant cup I poured him. And then I was like, okay, I'll pour him another one. poured him another one, we kept talking, doing, you know, Reconnected, and then Blazzy's like, yo, didn't I ask you to pour me a shot? And I was like, and he like, that's where like I started like tripping out in my head. I was like, bro, did he really drink that giant cup in the beginning? I swear I just poured him a shot. There's no way he's asking for another one. But Blazzy doesn't drink that much, so the fact that he's asking for another one, maybe I am tripping. I didn't pour him the first one. Boom, pour him another one. And then Blazzy, like 10 minutes later, is like, yo, pour me another shot. And then I was like literally tripping in my head. I was like, bro, I was like, am I tripping? Or did I not just pour Blazzy 2 shots? Because there's no way he's asking for another shot again. And bro, he drank 3 cups, and the first one was for sure like 4 shots. And that's why, like, towards the end when you got, there's like a post where they're like, Blazzy's faded as fuck because he's just like sitting there like zoned out. Bro, he drank so much, and I was like surprised. I was like, why is he still drinking more? Like, I had poured him so many shots. And also I think Blazzy said it before, where he said that like his thing with alcohol, the reason why I think, I'm not sure if this is him or not, maybe I'm tripping here, but I think he said that like he can just drink like endlessly. He doesn't like see the end. Where like for me, like I can see me getting too fucked up too, you know, like soon. So I'm like, okay, I should end now. Yeah. But that's why Blazzy got so fucked up. I wanted to talk about that because I was telling Rylee after, I was like, bro, like I literally during the podcast I wanted to bring it up, but like, you know, we were talking about shit, so I didn't want to like just interrupt the conversation, but it was literally in the back of my head the whole time. And I was like, bro, I swore I just poured him a shot. But he was like fucking with me saying, yo, man, like you never poured me that shot. I thought I told you to pour me a shot. And I was like, I swore I did. And then like at the end of it, I was like, yo, he really did drink like I did pour him a shot every time. It was like 4 or 5 shots. And the first one was giant. He got lit.
Baddie shot o'clock.
All right. Anyways, guys, we're going to take this one to end the podcast off. We're going to do an after show like always, so we can read the chat and react to everything that's going on and talk to you guys. But either way, appreciate every single person in the fucking chat. Thank you guys so much, man. If you guys can, please drop a like. It's an easy, free way to support the channel and you know, help us grow and shit like that. And also comment your favorite part of the podcast, or like anything you guys want to say about our topics.
Subscribe if you haven't already.
Facts. Let's take a shot to finish off this pod, and then we'll do the outro thing. And Riley's always saying like,
it sets me on fire.
She's like, why are you setting me on fire? It's not purposely done.
So rude.
It's just like the way it happens. It's not like purposely done. But guys, for everyone that's in here, we're literally going to start a new stream in like 5 or 10 minutes, so we can actually react to the chat, talk to you guys, and do everything like that. But you know, for the podcast, we try to just like focus in on the conversations. But cheers, guys, and then we're gonna do the after thing.
Yo.
Let's see if we could do this smoothly.
Here we go.
Peace,
My
everyone.
Burst. That's fucked up.
Better hurry, spark it up with no worries. Harmonious gang with the big bro Yuriy hyphy. Get lit just like me, big bossed up, chop it up with Rylee. You better come with it to kick rocks, cause you now tuned in to 10 Talks. Now let's get lifted and take a shot. You are now tuned in to 10 Talks.